So I think we are good to go. Yes. Alright. So now we are good to go. Hi everyone. Now I have many support conversations here. We're gonna have fun with a little bit more, alright? Thanks.
Perfect timing, Caspar. I was just looking for you.
You were? Oh, I get it. You want to go a few rounds, huh? Fine, we'll take you down without even breaking a sweat.
Well, no. I mean, okay, yes, at some point. But that's not what I'm here for. Your dad's around, right? I was sort of hoping I could get a session in with him. You know, a little lesson from the Minister of Military Affairs himself.
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
Why not? You're training with him, aren't you?
Well, sure, but I've been doing that since I could barely even talk. And it still knocks my backside into next month. A regular person like you wouldn't stand a chance.
What about this looks regular to you? Come on, I'm serious.
Don't say I didn't warn you. You want my advice? Don't eat anything beforehand if you don't want to be cleaning it off your armor later. Oh, and cancel all your plans for after, because I can guarantee you are not going to make them. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Come on, is it really that bad? I appreciate the advice, but I think I'll be fine.
Hey, better to be ready than get blindsided by the pain. Trust me, I've lived it. Training with my father? It's a marathon of blood, sweat, and tears that'll leave you feeling like you're face to face with the goddess herself. Hey, you still alive?
I can't feel my legs.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. You're just out of energy is all. You know, my father praised you. Nobody's ever kept up with him as long as you did. Apparently, he's gonna come up with even tougher training now. Though I really wish he wouldn't.
I think I underestimated you, Caspar. I don't know how you can handle training like that every day.
Getting used to it was kind of my only choice growing up. I mean, I'm not as clever as you, so I had to make up for it by being tough as nails. That's why I'm always so gung-ho about getting stronger. Though, I don't know if that's really the most efficient way to go about it.
No, that training. Efficiency has nothing to do with it. I think I get where that unwavering focus of yours comes from now.
Yeah? Well, in any case, I'm glad you're still alive and kicking. Our enemies aren't gonna know what hit them next time we get out on the battlefield. You know, it's a nice change of pace seeing you like this.
Please don't laugh at my pain.
La 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 la. La 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 la. How was that?
Yeah, good.
Still the same reaction, huh?
Sorry, me and singing just don't mix very well. Though it did make me feel warm inside, kind of like I was a kid again with my mom.
Hey, you do get it! That was a lullaby from a long, long time ago. Nowadays, nobody remembers the lyrics, though. Or sings it to their children, for that matter.
A lullaby, huh? I guess that's why it took me back the way it did. But wait, if nobody knows the words, how are you so sure that's even what it is? Just from how it sounds?
Well, there was this scholar who researched it a few years ago and said as much. Couldn't tell you if they were right, though.
Huh. Honestly, I kind of liked that it didn't have any words. That way it can hit you straight in the heart without all that lyrics and meaning stuff getting in the way.
I'm glad to hear you giving music a little more thought now.
And I'm glad I've had so many chances to listen to you sing. Your voice touches people, Dorothea, even if they don't have the knowledge to really appreciate the high-level art of it. I mean, look at me. Bottom of the barrel, and you still practically move me to tears.
Oh, come now, don't talk about yourself like that.
It doesn't really bother me. And I'm not wrong, am I? No birth parents, no real background to speak of. The whole wandering merc gig, it is what it is.
That's quite the positive attitude. I'll have to try a little bit of that myself sometime. In the meantime, I've once again been able to rethink my singing thanks to you. I lost much of my emotion about the craft during my time as a diva, but I can feel it coming back now.
You really are incredible. You know that?
How do you mean?
I don't know. There's just something beautiful about the way you speak. It's like your thoughts come out of your mouth fully formed, almost perfect, then find their way straight into people's hearts. Probably has something to do with all the training you did to become a diva, and all the training you've continued doing since. Meanwhile, here I am struggling to even make proper sentences when I try to talk about your singing.
Thank you for the kind words. It makes me feel a lot better hearing you say those things about me. But for the record, I don't think you're bad with words at all. Even your little speech now was the definition of smooth. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were trying to flirt with me.
Tough fight, eh, Lawrence? I'm just glad we both made it back safe.
Indeed. Without your help, I surely would have met a noble warrior's demise. Thankfully, my admirers will have no reason to weep today. And for that, you have my gratitude.
Well, that took a weird turn.
Do you remember what I said before about the order of things in Fodlan?
Yeah, wasn't it something like, you nobles are here to protect us commoners, so we all should just be good little kids and go take a nap or something?
Well, I don't recall saying anything about naps, but yes, we nobles have an obligation to protect the common folk. However, were a commoner to take a lethal strike in a noble's stead, then we have failed in our duty. I was dangerously close to suffering that fate myself.
Okay, sure, but you would have died if I hadn't saved you.
And in doing so, you put yourself in a most precarious position. Your life could have been forfeit.
Risking my neck to save others is just what I do.
Yes, well, you were lucky to keep it unsevered this time. Mark my words, there is no reason a commoner should ever put their life on the line for a noble. I couldn't bear the thought of someone of your status sacrificing their life for the sake of my own. So do not do that again. Are we clear?
That's how you repay the person who saved your life? I expected better from you, Lawrence.
No, that's not it. Truly, you have my sincere thanks. I simply want you to understand my position.
All right, I take it back. No need to get all riled up. You're a real piece of work, you know that?
Me? How rude! I will have you know I'm quite serious about this matter.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we can end up in that situation 100 times, and I'll save you every single one.
Astonishing! You fail to understand me after all this.
Nah, I get what you're going for, but I've got my own way of doing things. Mercenary or no, I know there's nothing worse than watching an ally die right in front of me. Especially if they're weaker than me. I just can't help but jump in to save them, you know?
Weaker? You cannot possibly mean me.
Hey, you're the one who almost kicked the bucket out there. If you don't want people rushing in to save you, then you've just got to get stronger.
I must admit, your argument is sound. I cannot refute it. In that case, I ask you keep your eyes on me from this day forth. I shall endeavor to improve myself. The day my strength surpasses yours, my noble personage will save your commoner skin and restore the proper order to this world. Yes! This shall solve all of Fodlan's problems!
This is why nobody believes me when I say he's actually a decent guy.
Whew, I'm stuffed. Looks like you can really pack it away too, pal.
Still can't compete with you, Balthus. That sure did hit the spot, though.
Got that right. Now we can charge into tomorrow's battle fully energized. Hey, let's say we make a little bet. So you can go deeper into enemy territory.
All right, but only to compare who made it farther in the end. No other stakes. I'm not about to risk my life behind enemy lines just to win a bet. Way I see it, us mercenaries fight for two things: gaining renown and staying alive. This isn't some kind of game.
Figured you'd say something like that. You seem like the type.
And yet, you asked me anyway. Don't try to drag me down with you, Balthus.
What's wrong with a little game of chance? It's not like it's evil or something.
Then what would you call it? Financially irresponsible? Because I don't want to end up broke either. Not like some people I know.
You're one tough nut, I'll give you that. But I'm not talking about money. You know what I'm getting at, right? When you're on the battlefield, the only thing you can bet is your life.
That's exactly what I take issue with.
Okay, I know this might sound a little far-fetched, but hear me out.
This ought to be good.
Whatever you do, you'll do it 10 times better if you're having fun, right? That's the key to success.
I'd probably agree if our lives weren't on the line out there. Battles are different and you know it. You could be having the time of your life one minute, then one slip up and you're bleeding out on the ground.
Look, I get where you're coming from. Really. But my way's gotten me this far. Living on that edge between victory and death is the key to survival.
Maybe for you, but that's not how everyone else approaches it. I've known plenty of mercs who have said the same thing, but they never made it back home. In fact, you're the only one of them who's still kicking. So, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
You know, you and I have a lot in common. We're practically kindred spirits. But this is the one thing we don't see eye to eye on. Strange, isn't it?
From where I'm standing, the only strange thing is the way you're thinking about this.
Well, I guess the bet's off then. Let's just put this little chat behind us and give it our all tomorrow.
Sounds good. Just don't get too reckless and wind up losing your head, okay?
Oh.
Today's battle wasn't half bad. Minus that close call, I guess. I tell you, when I charged ahead and saw all those archers waiting for me, a single thought flashed through my mind. Not how I'd like to go, but that's life, I guess. Phew, I was sure I was done for.
What are you talking about? It was so windy, there was no way they could have gotten a clean shot at you. You completely wiped them out. Are you telling me you didn't plan it that way?
I mean, I knew a breeze was blowing, but still.
You're right. You would have been Balthus' target practice if the wind died down. But you bet your life that it wouldn't, right? That's something only you could pull off. I never would have taken those odds.
It was all lady luck, pal. Pure and simple. Where's this coming from, anyway? I thought you hated all that gambling on life and death stuff.
I did, but you're living proof that it can have a place on the battlefield. You roll the dice and get the job done. Can't argue with success. I have to accept that your way actually works. All I can do is hope you win your bets every time.
Thanks for saying that, but what happened today wasn't calculated at all. Things were going great, then I got carried away and made a stupid mistake. It just so happened that the wind was blowing the right way. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
You mean it was all just a coincidence? Well then, color me surprised.
It was a complete fluke, honest. That's why I was gonna tell you I've learned my lesson. That I'm done gambling with my life.
Really? That's the best idea you've ever had.
But since you admitted my way has merit, I think I'll keep rolling the dice. I gotta do what works for me, you know? Can't let one close call make me lose my nerve.
Wait, what? Isn't that what almost got you killed today? I take it back. You are definitely gonna die. Please stop.
Nope. Too late. A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all. We might have had some misunderstandings along the way, but what's important is that you learned to accept me for who I am, right?
In that case, what about you saying you weren't gonna bet your life on this stuff anymore? A warrior doesn't go back on their word, after all.
That doesn't count. I only said I was gonna tell you.
What kind of backwards logic is that? You absolutely said it, so this whole warrior code thing applies to you too.
I don't have a clue what you mean. It's not even remotely the same. Anyway, we can butt heads about it later. We gotta go celebrate our victory, right?
Fine, I can live with that. It's a tough job, but someone's gotta talk some sense into you.
My favorite couple.
An opening!
Huh? Oh! Ugh. You got me good, friend. I concede.
Yes! I won!
You didn't fight like yourself today, and I mean that in a good way. You fended off everything I had, then saw an opening at the last second and really showed me what's what. You turned my own height advantage against me. I never saw it coming.
Yeah, it was quite the ending, all right. That said, it wasn't my idea to fight like that. Linhardt mentioned it was the only way for me to beat someone with your height.
Still, even if it wasn't your idea, you're the guy who put it into action. So no need to be humble. Puff that chest out for Linhardt's sake.
I'll do just that. But now I found myself with a new goal to worry about. This victory came from me getting outside advice. Next time, I want to win it all by myself.
Hey, it's okay to have ambitions and junk, but... Look, if you ask me, I think there's more value in winning with someone than in smashing skulls alone.
Wait, you do?
Yep. When it comes to a fist, the more people behind the punch, the stronger it gets. Me, for example, I've got Holst backing me up. That guy's helped me tons of times in my life.
You're old childhood friends, right?
Sure are. We're two peas in a rotten pod. Although right now, each pea is off in a different place. But I know we'll see each other again somewhere down the road. Not a doubt in my mind.
In that case, I guess Linhardt is my Holst.
We're the same, you and me. Warriors who fight with childhood buds backing up their fists.
Except that our friends aren't the tiniest bit alike in terms of personality or military skill.
Nothing wrong with that. It's natural for folks in different positions to have different ways of life. All you and I can do now is live life with everything we've got. If you train with all your heart, you can live and die without a single regret.
Yeah, you're right. We've got nothing but fighting. So let's fight and fight and fight until this war is over.
Oh, hang on, pal. I've got money and women to think about too, you know.
And I've got martial arts, brawling, and hand-to-hand combat to think about.
That's all fighting!
Now, the best couple.
What am I supposed to say to Ferdy? Oh, this is such a problem. All my animosity towards him has been due to a misunderstanding on my part. I really owe him a...
Dorothea!
Ferdy? What in the world?
I shall not approach any closer. So pray, stand there and hear me out. My deepest apologies for what happened the other day. I fear I may have wounded you most grievously. As I am a fool who knows not how I upset you, you may freely laugh and jeer at my inadequacies.
There's some kind of lover's quarrel, maybe?
You think he's cheating on her? Nah, couldn't be. But then again... Oh, for the love of... Ferdy! Please stop screaming our private business for all the world to hear!
But you told me to stay away from you, and I must not disregard your wishes in the matter. I implore you to forgive me. I have no wish for our relationship to end in such a horrid manner.
This is getting good. Can't say the lady looks too into it, though.
True, but if two folks really and truly love each other, they can overcome anything.
I forgive you, Ferdy! Now for the love of everything, stop shouting!
Thank you for forgiving me, Dorothea. And thank you for hearing out my thoughts on the matter.
Oh, I think everyone heard you out.
I see. then you are still cross with me.
Listen, Ferdy, you don't need to apologize.
Does this mean you will never forgive me for as long as I live? Whatever am I to do?
Just listen to me for a second. You don't have to apologize to me because I'm the one who should be apologizing to you.
Oh? But why? I should not think you have any defects to speak of.
I overheard you and Adie talking the other day. When you were telling her about the water nymph you saw in the fountain in Enbar? Well, I'm fairly sure what you thought was a nymph was actually me, as a child.
Come again?
That was the day I met Manuela and was invited to be a singer, and I was over the moon about it. I slipped into the fountain to wash up, hoping to scrub some of the dirt off of me. And then you appeared.
I see. But if the beautiful water nymph was actually you, then that means...
Yes, right. Anyway, I got embarrassed thinking about it, which is why I told you to stay away. That's all.
Yes. Well, I am glad we were able to clear that up.
Wow. Gold. This is perfection. Love it. Still prefer the Three Houses version. I think it's more beautiful. But, like, mwah. Oh, Billy Cameron. Such a good friend, like...
Allow me to assist with any matters. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Which battlefield are you headed to? Make sure you're ready. Which battlefield are you headed to?
So finally, let's proceed with the story. S in everything.
Make sure you're ready.
Just a second.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. 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 Hope to see you again soon.
Hey there. Welcome. Welcome. Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Thanks a bunch.
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Welcome. Well, hello there. Is that the one? Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Greetings. In actuality... Oh my... Oh my... In actuality... Oh my... Oh my... In actuality... Oh my, this is... In actuality... Ah, there you are.
Here to complain again, Lawrence?
Do I look like a man who does nothing but complain? Simply preposterous.
Okay, then what do you want?
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have grown remarkably stronger as of late.
He's
I've
not
poured
lying.
all
He's
my
probably
effort,
one of the
nay,
best
my very
units of
blood
this game.
into these results. And do you know why that is?
Because you want to be more popular with women?
I assure you, I have never lacked popularity with the ladies. No, it is because you threw down the gauntlet.
I don't remember doing anything like that.
You surely could not have forgotten. Your words ring true in my ears even now. It was something like, if you don't want people running in to save you, then you just gotta get stronger than me.
That does sound like me.
And I believe I responded, the day my strength surpasses yours, my noble personage will save your commoner skin and restore the proper order to this world.
Did you?
Yes, I most certainly did. And now that day has finally come. I am a man of my word, after all. If I could only just rescue you from a perilous spot in battle, I will have truly fulfilled my vow.
So that was a vow, huh?
Yes, one I whispered into the ears of the goddess herself. Yet you seem dead set on foiling my every opportunity to fulfill it. Somehow you never stumble, never falter on the battlefield. It's almost as if you're an army all on your own. And so, despite my every intention to rush in and rescue you, the opportunity never arises. Well, what do you plan to do about this?
Okay, see what you're doing right now? You're complaining again, but you've got it all wrong. The reason I don't run into trouble in battle isn't because I'm all-powerful or something. It's because I have reliable allies like you fighting alongside me. So, you see, you've already fulfilled your vow.
What? Well, I must say I'm quite impressed with myself. It seems I've managed to save your life without even realizing it. Which means I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have emerged victorious in our challenge.
Congrats, Lawrence. You did good. But just so we're clear, you're not so full of it to think you're actually stronger than me, are you?
Ah, throwing down another gauntlet. Very well then. How about a little sparring session, right here and now?
Bring it. But no complaining if you lose, all right?
Listen, excuse me.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Hello. What do you need? You remember... You remember... You remembered what I... What do you need?
You wanted to talk, Monica? This is an interesting choice of location.
I hear you've been going above and beyond lately. That you perform miracles each time you set foot on the battlefield.
Why are you complimenting me all of a sudden? I mean, things have been going well, but...
Oh, I assure you, I have no ulterior motive. You've helped me out a great deal too, after all. Even Her Majesty praises your fine work. She talks about you so much, in fact, I'm more than a little sick of hearing your name.
Huh. She talks about me that much? Wait a sec. You aren't jealous, are you? Nah, that wouldn't make any sense.
Indeed, it wouldn't. Why in the world would I be jealous of you? After all, you are merely Her Majesty's subordinate. Your relationship will never transcend the bounds of master and servant. It will never reach the depths of meaning that Her Majesty and I share.
So you are jealous.
In what way? I am merely telling you the truth as I see it. It never even crossed my mind how irritatingly close you and Her Majesty are. Not once.
Yeah, you basically just admitted it.
I certainly did not.
You did. You said you were jealous that Edelgard and I are so close.
The word jealous never traversed my lips.
You sure you're not, though?
Perhaps a little.
That's what I thought.
But so what if I am? I have always been Her Majesty's most devoted admirer. Hubert is one thing, but you're just a run-of-the-mill mercenary. To think Her Majesty has uttered your name more times than she has mine, it makes me want to scream my lungs out.
You've been counting? Is it really that big a deal? Who cares anyway?
I care. I keep track of everything she does. I can't help myself. I can't believe it has come to this. I have no other choice but to ask for your help.
What's come to what now?
I will just have to show you. Come on, let's go. Excuse me. This is giving me great joy. This is giving me great joy. This war is going on and on. Do you think we will ever have sight of the end?
Yeah, I do. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but it's definitely out there on the horizon.
It will be good to be putting this war behind us. When the war is finished, what are you wishing to do?
That's a pretty big question.
Then I will give more clarity. How will you be supporting yourself when your contract is completed? If you have the desire, you could come to Bridget with me.
Wait, seriously? I thought you were just pulling my leg about that.
I would never be pulling your legs. Also, I am speaking with seriousness. After losing the war with the Empire, Bridget was forced into becoming a vassal state. But this war is giving Bridget the chance to stand on equal feet again. We will be opening our borders to Fodlan. The exchanges between us will flourish. I am needing a person I can trust to give me help with this.
Huh.
Please, accept my apologies if the offer was given with too much suddenness.
No, it's not that. I was just taking a moment to admire you. This war has been particularly ugly, and it seems like we're tearing each other apart on a daily basis. But people like you and Edelgard are already thinking about what comes next, how to plan for it. You're every bit the ruler they are.
No, I am different. I am the Queen of Brigid. We are the proud Isles, placed upon the sea by the spirits, who are watching over us to this day. Our future has the brightness of the sun. I am hoping you will be at my side as we are shaping it.
Powerful words. And I'm happy you put that much stock in me. Honestly, it's a good fit. I've got nothing tying me down. No family, no titles, no property to speak of.
I am not asking for your answer in this moment. I know your sword is sold right now. But when this war is over, I hope the making of a decision is at the top of your to-be-doing list. That is why I am approaching you so early, because I am very, very sneaky.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. And I don't blame you for trying to sneak ahead of the competition. Honestly, I'm kind of flattered. So, how about this? Let's both make it through this war unscathed and decide what comes next together.
This one is very sneaky. Adorable. That's very adorable.
My, this is... My, this is...
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Proceeding with the story.
We'll soon arrive at Baron Mateus's lands. Once we claim them, all of Western Fargus, roughly 1/3 of the kingdom's territory, will be under the rule of the Empire.
House Mateus was demoted from a viscountcy to a baronage for their part in some sort of revolt. The current Baron Mateus, whose father was the previous lord, is hardly the most loyal subject of the crown. Removing him from the picture should be a simple matter.
However, the kingdom has sent the Baron help in the form of the former Duke Fraldarius, who they call the Shield of Fargus. So long as he holds authority here, we won't be able to break their soldier solidarity.
Rodrigue is Felix's father, right? That's unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, I'll fight whoever I need to. It just feels like we're pitted against familiar faces every time we turn around.
And that isn't all. Our reports indicate the enemy has hired Gerald's mercenaries. We know from personal experience how formidable those foes can be.
The Ashen Demon again.
Say, that reminds me. What are you planning to do about that exactly?
We can't keep letting one mercenary mess with our whole army. So just watch. I'm gonna take that monster out once and for all. Or at least slow them down, if nothing else.
That hesitance doesn't suit you. Not anymore. You're far stronger than the last time your paths crossed. Just say the words and I'll give you all the power I can muster. We will prevail.
I possess skill at leading surprise attacks, and Bernadetta would be making a good decoy. If we are all working together, we will reach our goal with much ease.
I get a say in this whole decoy plan, right?
I was only saying a fact, not asking you to be doing it. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, okay.
I hope you plan to leave some of the enemy for me. You're all so skilled. I often feel like the fifth wheel on a well-crafted carriage.
Don't downplay your talents, Ferdinand. You give us courage every time we step on the field.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by so many gifted leaders. With all of you at my side, there is no limit to what the Empire might achieve in the years to come.
Victory to the Empire! Yay!
Come on, Arval, seriously? You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. You think the same thing's gonna happen today?
Hard to say for sure. But the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger. So if I had to guess, I'd say they're on the cusp of something terrible. An act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
Understood.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Understood.
Our enemy has placed Baron Mateus front and center, while Gerald's mercenaries are over with the main position.
We have no option but to defeat the enemy commander, Rodrigo. Anything beyond that, however, requires careful consideration.
It will take time to ready a path to the shore. Until then, let us begin by attacking the plain to the west.
The Empire's here! No! I'm too young to die! Yeah, not bad.
Now. Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Right then, let us go to work. I will see my duty done.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
So, what should I be doing again?
There's a pitiful man.
So, what should I be doing again?
You're the lord of these lands. Show some pride.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
More up your defense! Not a problem. Move out! Not a problem. I've got this.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must...
Do not permit the enemy to break through!
If we take down the strongholds surrounding the Baron, we might convince him to lay down his arms.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
Loose your arrows! Kill anyone who dares approach me! The enemy is clearly desperate. Though, his projectiles will admittedly slow us down.
I'd rather be attacking than defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
Just wait.
This stronghold will fall!
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on!
Here goes!
Who are these wimps?
I'm swapping in!
I can't believe it's come to this.
Anyone mind if I hide out one of these?
For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
Take a breather.
Our swift strikes will be shaking the enemy's spirit.
Watch this! Good. We've decimated the enemy's forward position.
Surrounded. I beg you, stay your hand! I happily surrender!
I trust the man roughly as far as I can hurl him. We may find a use for him later.
The Emperor's roster shames the rest of us. I must find a way to distinguish myself.
Continue to the northwest.
So, I'll back you up.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will.
Right then, let us go to work. You appear to need assistance.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of my will is theirs.
Starting the mission. Providing support.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Not a problem. I've got this.
And finish that path to the shoulder.
I knew the Baron wasn't up to the task. We'll have to forestall the enemy ourselves. Move out and attack.
We have hidden sorcery engineers in this area who are preparing a fearsome magic that will lay waste to our foes. It did not take long for the enemy to spot our engineer. We should stage a rescue if we can. We intend to use their talents to ravage the battlefield with devastating magic.
Their absence will completely alter the tide of battle. Rescuing them should be our top priority.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I've got this.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue. I'd rather be attacking than defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
Stand aside!
I'll not falter!
You've already lost! I will end you! Here I go. No mistakes. They must look.
I'll take over.
Thanks for the rescue.
So far, so good. Though I'm prepared for something to go horrifically wrong any minute now.
I'm all for exercising caution, Lynn, but could you not be such a wet blanket?
Here's all the engine pieces. Now we can truly make the battlefield sizzle.
now! Send your lightning crashing across the battlefield.
What horrible thunder! This sounds like a job for Alois.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Take a breather.
I'll take over.
An enemy detachment from the rear?
With me, Hubert. Take this. Here I go. No mistakes. I'll provide some protection. Out now. Here goes. We can't afford the risk.
My own luck! This stronghold will fall!
Good. Alois's reinforcements have arrived. Might you go help our soldiers in the northwest, young mercenary?
Consider it done.
Not a problem. I've got it.
I said I'd hand them the victory, and I'm not going to back down now.
He's at least semi-usable.
My turn? If we can pin him down, I'll cakes.
Please tell me you're not pointing that thing at my beautiful face.
Watch this! Here goes! Hey, swap!
Take a breather.
I'll take over. I'll take over.
I make my own.
Is it my turn?
You're tougher than I look.
Yeah, right.
I've heard of you, Yuri. Perhaps we can forge a new arrangement that benefits us both.
Well, when you put it that way, I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
I must stop the enemy here.
We cleared a way to the shoal. We can attack from the east now.
Form a pincer and bear down on Rodrigue's position from both sides.
I won't last long trying to hold them off from two directions.
Rodrigue.
I must outwit even death.
He's in danger. I better go back.
I have to convince the Empire I'm worth keeping around. Destroy the bridge and cut the mercenaries off from the main force!
The bridge. I can't get...
To kill.
Back to Rodrigue.
Rodrigue has been cut off. Move in and strike before the mercenaries can rejoin him.
No! This is our chance to kill the Ashen Demon. There's no one to interfere. I have to reach the...
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Commander, as soon as possible.
Wish I had your strength. Hey, swapping in.
We come to help, Lord Rodrigue. And not a moment too soon. Let's show them the steel Fargus is made of. I'm here to end you for good.
Undo it, if you I've never faced a challenge like this.
Witness my true power!
Out of the way!
I can still win this.
No!
Not again! I have to get out of here!
Happy to see the demon flee, but that erratic behavior concerns me.
Let's do this! Take this! I've got this. Here it comes! You're done! Help me out! Here it comes! Take this! You're done! Yeah, done. Tick! It's not over.
None of your needs shall I'm preparing reinforcements. Now go and help your comrades!
I've got this. There's nothing to fear from that rabble. Now remain calm and take the strong.
I bear you no ill will, but it was your choice to come within striking distance.
Not a problem.
I've got this.
Watch this! Stand aside!
Let us go.
The Empire will not be impeded.
Here I go. No, but they must learn who they're up against. They must learn who they're up against.
I've got this. Take a breath.
Watch this! I'll take over. I'll take over.
My turn. Not a problem. Move out.
Is it my turn?
Here goes! I'll take over.
Twas nothing. It's not over.
They must learn.
Stay the course. That's one beating too many. I leave the rest to you.
I'll take over. Is it my turn?
Take a breather.
Here for me? You must be eager to die.
Help me out. Here it comes. You're done. I've got this. Not a... I've got this.
Watch this. I'll take over. Pin swapping.
Take a breather.
War feeds my... Watch this!
Not good enough!
With me, Hubert!
For the Empire!
All who oppose us will fall! Get out of my
Very well.
Here goes! Pin swapping it!
My turn. Enemy down.
Truly a force for reckoning.
Give me strength, Lambert.
I'll take over.
Here goes!
I shall never back down!
Is it my turn?
My turn. Here it comes! Take that! You're done!
Seize this moment. Forgive me, Felix. Protect His Majesty. And Fargus.
The enemy commander has been defeated. Grant no quarter to any soldiers who refuse to surrender.
I leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a mess. Time to send a few of you to the grave before Rodrigue gets lonely.
Well, now we know what happened to our reinforcements.
The Ashen Demon might have gotten away. You'll make a fine substitute. You're done!
Stronger folks than you failed to claim the Blade Breaker's head. That's not good.
Take this!
Too late to get away now.
It looks like you finally beat me. About time my luck ran out. Guess I'm overdue. The rest is up to you, kid.
I defeated the Blade Breaker. I can't believe it.
Randolph!
Don't worry about me, just go. Hurry!
I won't!
Please, Fleisch!
No! How could you? You monster!
Hey!
So never get to play with friends.
Don't leave me! Please, Randolph! This can't be real! Randolph, I'm so sorry. You're gone forever, and it's all because of me. It's all my fault.
Enough. You know that's not true.
But he could have escaped, and instead he stayed behind to protect me. And that's why that thing...
In that case, the fault is mine. I had the Ashen Demon cornered and couldn't close the deal. And then Gerald gave me so much trouble that I wasn't able to reach you in time. I could have prevented all this if I'd just been a little quicker, a little better.
That's not true. You saved me.
That wasn't me. It was Randolph. He gave his life for yours.
No. No,
I know there's nothing I can say that's gonna help. So instead, I'll let my sword do the talking. When I cut the Ashen Demon down.
You're more than capable of it, too. You had that monster right in your grasp. I only wish my premonition hadn't come true.
Gerald's gone?
No. This is all my fault. I let them walk all over me. I left him unprotected. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm so sorry.
It is what it is. Mercenaries live short lives.
It did not have to be like this. Had you not scorned my strength, your father would yet live.
The Captain was a true titan among men. I can't believe he's gone.
There is a way to solve this woe. Just grant to me your worldly flesh, and vengeance shall be yours. We must now send the whelp that killed your father to an early grave.
Do you mind taking command for a while, Alois? There's something I need to do.
Well, yes, of course, but surely I can aid you.
No. This task is mine alone.
Very well. But don't you dare get yourself killed.
I'm getting stronger!
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
Inconsequential.
I'll use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
I won't let myself stop here.
Who knew this power slept within?
The enemy commander, the former Duke Fraldarius, has been defeated. Now Mateu's territory and all the western lands of Fargus will yield as one to the Empire. Still, this battle came at a far greater cost than we are used to paying.
This is the most dead and wounded we have ever faced in a battle. Not to mention the loss of General Randolph. And yet, we might finally be rid of one of the greatest thorns in our collective side. Eliminating Captain Gerald was a masterstroke. If we are lucky, his band will fall apart without him.
Or it may throw them into a vengeful fury that makes them stronger and more united than ever. That's going to be a problem, especially with the Ashen Demon still roaming the land unchecked.
An intriguing figure, that one. And a crest bearer for certain. We'd be smart to step lightly.
Guess that explains where all the awesome power is coming from.
But the Ashen Demon doesn't strike me as nobility, and only nobles have crests.
I'd posit the man standing next to you doesn't exactly exude nobility either.
The demon's hair exhibits new color. It is like something from one of Bridget's old stories. One will be chosen by the spirits and granted their protection. And with that protection, great power.
Can I just go on the record and say no to vengeance? I have zero interest in being revenged upon.
That's the risk one takes when entering battle, Bernadetta. Sadly, you can't take up arms and not expect reprisal. We have no control over whether they come for us or not. We can only control what we do next.
No way! No one's making me take my medicine!
If you insist on continuing to interrupt Her Majesty, you will have far more immediate things to fear than an enemy's nebulous vengeance.
Come to think of it, has anyone seen our mercenary friend?
I know what I told Fleisch, but did I really do the right thing?
Of course. You did what no one else could. The Ashen Demon may have escaped, but you got rid of their captain. There's no question you've grown, and next time, the Ashen Demon will fall.
But so many people died, including Randolph.
A price must always be paid for victory. And besides, Randolph is just one man.
One man who was handpicked by Edelgard, just like me. One man who shared all of our struggles. He was a good man and a fine ally, and now he's dead because of me.
I had no idea you cared so much. All the more reason to finish what you started. You can still make this death mean something, and I can give you the strength to do so. Now cheer up. Seeing you sad like this makes me...
Makes you what?
Yes, it makes me very... something. Tight in the chest. Anyway, stop frowning at me. I don't like it. No matter what anyone else tells you, I'm the closest ally you have. Remember, we're partners in destiny.
Are you prepared for this?
Honestly, I don't know. Gerald wouldn't want this. He didn't believe in vengeance for vengeance's sake.
Indeed. You could not be more right. Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must. I could do this by force, you know. Be grateful then that I asked for your leave at all.
You're right. This has to come from me. And I accept your power. Help me win, no matter what it takes.
Ah, yes. You shall make a most worthy vessel after all. And now, behold all that I have discovered at the edge of time.
Scarlet Blaze. Heroic bloodlines. Through a new pact with the Leicester Alliance, Edelgard can direct her might at the kingdom, and though it comes at no small price, her forces steadily gain the upper hand. But the kingdom does not stand idly by. Dimitri rallies the Western Lords, led by House Dominic, blood of one of the 10 elites, in a last-ditch effort to forestall the Empire.
No, brother. Anything but that. You cannot force the relic onto Annette.
Calm yourself. I've merely bade her wield it, not sent her rushing off into the teeth of the enemy.
It's all right, Father. I know I'm the only one who can do this. Just seeing the crest of Dominic and our hero's relic is going to improve everyone's morale.
It shames me to thrust this task on you, when it should have fallen to that craven son of mine.
Yes, I doubt we can expect Simon to return and wield the relic, considering how quickly he abandoned us.
It seems I raised him poorly, yes. I should have taught him how our house managed to survive this long without starving or freezing.
Don't look so sad, Uncle. I'll gladly carry the burden until Simon returns.
But Annette...
Enough, Father. Stop worrying. After all, this is nothing compared to what the soldiers are going through at the front. So many people are fighting and dying out there. Some of them my good friends. I'm not going to cower in safety while they struggle. Especially when I'm in the best position to help.
Forgive me, Annette.
If you sense any danger at all, child, promise me that you'll run. I couldn't bear to lose you.
I know, Father. So let's just all do the best we can to keep our land safe.
The nearer we get to Blythe territory, the more resistance we're likely to face. the lords surrounding the capital are the most loyal to the crown.
We have Geraint, Enid, Brennius, and Belinus. There is no telling whether these houses will choose subjection or destruction. Regardless, we cannot simply ignore them as we attempt to march on the capital. We must seize control of each of their lands and establish footholds before continuing on.
The Alliance is still doing everything we expected of them. There are no changes on that front. So as long as we continue tightening the vice around the kingdom, we're certain to fulfill your Majesty's goals.
Glad to hear it about the Alliance.
Does this mean the war will be over soon? I feel some actual motivation coming on.
Well, in that case...
Nope, never mind, motivation gone.
That was a close one, Bernadetta. You almost got yourself assigned to the front lines. As for me, you know what to do. Just put me right at the front and let me start wrecking stuff.
We shall see who does more wrecking of stuff, Caspar. I will not be letting you outshine me. Watch as I am bringing glory to Bridget and the Empire on the battlefield.
I wonder if I'll find someone worth marrying before this war is over.
Of course you will, Dorothea. You're amazing.
Enough. It's easy to let your guard down when the end is in sight, and we can't fall victim to that. Stay disciplined, and together we will take Fodlan's future in hand.
Don't worry, Edelgard. We're ready to get this done.
That goes doubly so for me. I must ready myself for the final clash that looms in the coming days.
Right then. Let's start by taking care of the enemy in front of us.
I have the most brilliant idea.
What?
I have an idea. I have the most brilliant idea. Naturally, this task falls to me.
Shall we?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Time to work you into shape. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Hubert, what do you make of the Ashen Demon?
Aside from having proven to be both impossibly powerful and a constant thorn in our side, though we paid dearly for it, the nuisance's father died by our hand. I imagine the brat is unlikely to be tickled about that.
Indeed. If only we'd won the demon over to our side when we had the chance.
Why do you bring this up, Your Majesty? Is there something on your mind?
I'm not entirely sure myself. My apologies, Hubert. Pay me no mind. Like as not, I am overthinking the situation.
Surely you realize that telling me to pay this no mind only gives me greater cause for concern?
I didn't mean to worry you. I'm simply having trouble putting this feeling into words. I just felt... I don't know. As if something was drawing me to the Ashen Demon. I wonder... could it be the influence of my crest?
Your crest? Now I am truly becoming concerned.
Forget it. Whatever it means, we'll never know. We'll meet the demon in battle, and let this mystery die there.
As you wish, Your Majesty. So long as you realize I will be taking the liberty to investigate this most thoroughly.
I thought you might say as much. Do as you must. Honestly, Hubert, you never change, do you? When I emerged from beneath the palace all those years ago, you acted as though nothing had happened. Do not worry, you said. I took the liberty to investigate while you were indisposed.
For the record, my blood was boiling. However, as there were others present, I kept still my tongue. I could not risk showing my anger, lest they find a way to turn it against you. My role to play is the cold, crafty, unreadable servant. I am happy with the casting, so let us leave it at that.
I'm certain you are. But just once I'd like to see our roles reversed.
Your Majesty, you cannot possibly be serious.
Not in the slightest. I'm well aware I am not cut out for the kind of work you do.
Nonsense. There is nothing beyond your capability. That said, I prefer you best when you are the one in charge. Command me as you see fit. No matter how daunting or impossible the task may be, I will come through every time without fail.
Thank you, Hubert. It's good to know that I can always rely on you.
Lord Hubert, we've located what appears to be an enemy scouting party in the forest near our base.
This is certainly a matter of concern. We will need to make immediate preparations to...
But the one who located them was... Caspar.
Ah, I see. Then what of our casualties? Also, did we manage to capture any of the enemy?
We've 3 lightly wounded, including Caspar. And I fear none were taken alive.
I suppose such things are wont to occur when charging headlong into the fray.
Hey, Hubert! Did you hear how I cleared out a few enemy spies?
I did indeed. And on top of getting several people injured, you failed to capture any of said spies. Had you first called for reinforcements before leaping into action, that could have been avoided.
And what if they'd gotten away while we waited? Also, didn't you say it was fine when my old man did the same thing before?
Reinforcements would be nothing but a hindrance to Count Burgley's. If he could not handle something himself, additional soldiers would do nothing more. Besides, he would not have suffered even the slightest injury in the process.
Hey, I'm barely scratched. Ah, forget it. I'll win your respect next time for sure.
Why do you ever insist on hurling yourself into danger at every opportunity? Clearly, some of the reason lies in your desire for military accolades, and yet... Let us take this most recent incident, for example. Had you summoned reinforcements, you would likely have received more plaudits for it. The capture of an enemy spy would have been a nice feather in your cap, as would coming home with fewer injured comrades.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. All I can say is that my gut told me to attack and I listened. And it wasn't a terrible result, so what's the problem?
The problem is whether or not your gut continues to avail you. If this instinct of yours is wrong even a single time, you will find a mound of dirt over your head.
Don't talk like that, Hubert. I might be aggressive, but I'm not angling to end up dead.
Your untimely demise would make trouble for me as well. Why, just think of the critical military manpower I would be sacrificing. Yet, at the same time, you and your gut mucking up carefully laid plans is cause for no less chagrin.
You think too much, you know that? I mean, if you want to make a name for yourself on the battlefield, you kinda have to accept the risk of death. I made the choice to distinguish myself in war in spite of that. But hey, you know what? If you think I'm gonna kick the bucket, go ahead and work that into your plans. Look, I know I'm your critical military manpower or whatever it was you said, but sometimes you've gotta win whether you have that manpower or not. Like I said, I'm not aiming to get myself killed, but I also know there are no guarantees in battle. Anyway, I figure that's gotta be the best way to make sure I don't end up being a burden for you. Oh, it's time for training. Gotta run, Hubert.
Placing your fate into my hands, are you? They say it is a fine line that separates the saint from the buffoon. How right they are. Fancy running into you here. How are you acclimating to life in Her Majesty's army? We are constantly traveling all across Fodlan, so I'm sure there is a lot to adjust to.
I find myself being cold often, but the others have shown great kindness in telling me what to expect. I have no troubles.
Marvelous. I want nothing more than for you to fit in and feel comfortable. Know that there is a permanent place for you in this army, if you so desire.
No. I will be returning to Brigid when the war is finished. I am going to be queen. That day is approaching with quickness.
Yes, I am very much aware. And upon your coronation, Brigid will be released from its vassalage to the Empire. Her Majesty and your grandfather have agreed to this in secret.
For having consideration of Brigid's interests, I give Lady Edelgard and Duke Gert my gratitude.
As I understand it, the Minister of Foreign Affairs pursued this particular policy most vigorously. He has met with far more success, now that Lord Arundel is no longer around to impede him. I might even go so far as to say the Duke looks like a new man.
A new man? No, he's still being the same man.
Well, yes. I suppose you have me there. Regardless, I do hope that you can forgive us. Though we would very much like to make our agreement with Brigid public, doing so now would be most unwise.
I have understanding. The war of 7 years ago still has freshness in the minds of many. You do not want to give them cause for anger when this war has not reached its finish yet.
I'm glad you appreciate the situation, as I was certain you would.
But all in Brigid have knowledge of our agreement. Every man, woman, and child. If it is broken, they will have knowledge of that as well. Blood would be spilling.
Petra? Was that a threat?
Not a threat, a concern. I know I can place trust in the word of the Empire. The Emperor would never be breaking a promise. Would she, Hubert?
What? I beg your pardon, Queen Petra. Clearly I failed to realize that you had already ascended the throne. Rest assured, our promise will be kept. If Her Majesty and yourself are any example, the Empire and Brigid will support each other and walk into the future side by side.
I love
And
this,
I have
Petra.
certainty that you will be there, witnessing it.
Very good, Petra. Alright, final one of today.
Hey, Caspar. Oh, what's with the mountain of books?
Wait, please don't tell me you're planning to use them in your training somehow.
What kind of guy do you think I am? They're books. I'm gonna read them.
Read? A book? You? Did you eat something weird?
Come on, you sound just like Linhart. I've torn through books before, sometimes even 2 or 3 whole chapters a day.
Please don't use the word torn when it comes to books. You're going to make my heart stop. And books are divided into chapters, not chappers. Oh, Caspar, promise me you won't hurt those books.
You don't have to worry, Dorothea. I realized something the other day. A person who's responsible for troops can't rely on physical strength alone. You probably wouldn't guess it from how my father looks, but he's pretty good about that stuff.
Can't say I'm shocked that the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs has read the occasional book. Speaking of, you may have heard this story before, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Back during the War of the Eagle and Lion, there was an Imperial general named Francis who was quite proud of his strength. But while he was indeed strong, he was unlearned, and so everyone looked down on him.
Why do I feel like this story is gonna make me feel like an idiot?
Just listen. The Emperor at the time gave Francis an order to study, and said that if he didn't, he wouldn't be allowed to lead anyone in battle. Francis did as his Emperor ordered, and studied as though his life depended on it, growing especially talented in the area of tactics and strategy. As a result, his deeds on the battlefield were great, and he eventually rose to the rank of Minister of Military Affairs.
So I should take a page out of Francis's book, right?
So long as you don't mean literally, yes. Incidentally, the words the Emperor used to praise Francis were memorable enough to have survived even to this day. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even the meanest soldier may burgeon into a peerless commander. It means if you study hard for 5 days, even a common soldier can become a great general who commands an entire army.
5 days? That's nowhere near enough time. It'd take me 5 days just to read one book. you gotta at least give me until the end of the war.
But by that point, won't your chances to distinguish yourself in battle have already passed?
Oh, you're right. What am I gonna do, Dorothea?
Well, I suppose I have no choice but to help you. Who knows? I might even learn something.
You're the best. Thank you.
Alright, so from now, I think that's a wrap for today. Okay, I got things to do, and I have a long day tomorrow. So, see you next time.